take you through soil measurements 1. And our today is learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to, number 1, define weathering. Number 2, give the 3 types of weathering. 3 types of weathering. And so this is what we are going to study today. So we will start by defining weathering. So what is weathering? Weathering is the process by which rocks and soils break down into smaller particles. So weathering is the process, is the breakdown of rocks and soils into smaller particles. So this is the definition of weathering. So since we've known that breakdown of rocks into smaller particles is what we call weathering, so we are going to discuss, we are going to know the types of weathering, the 3 types of weathering, because weathering can occur in different ways. Now, so the types of weathering. So we have 3 types of weathering. Number 1, weathering can occur through chemical means. That's chemical weathering. Number 2, we have physical weathering. And number 3, we have biological weathering. So these are the 3 main ways in which weathering can take place. So we're going to start by looking at chemical weathering. So when the term chemical comes into our minds, we understand that it's a weathering, or it's a process by which the rocks are going to break down through chemical means. In that, the rocks are going to change the form and change into another way. So we can define what is chemical weathering. Chemical weathering, it involves the change of the rock, or of the parent rock into another form. It changes. Okay, we can write here. it changes the parent mineral by decomposition into a new way, a new form, into a new mineral, a new or compound. For example, chemical weathering can happen can lead to formation of different type things like silica, i.e. we have silica, hematite, and many other compounds which can change. So chemical weathering can occur by different ways. For example, we have number one, we have oxidation. Number two, we have carbonation. And we have leaching and hydration. These are the various ways in which chemical weathering can occur. Oxidation is the addition of oxygen to a compound to form a new compound. For example, if we have ions, iron 2 ions, you add oxygen to them, they will form, okay, we have oxygen ions, they will form a new compound, that is iron 3 ions. So that's what we call oxidation. This compound has changed into an iron 3 ion, and these iron 3 ions are reddish in color, which gives the soil reddish appearance, or the rocks the reddish appearance, and this weakens the rocks and causes cracks and causes rust. Iron 3 ions can be called rusting. It's a rusting process. So I hope we are together up to this point. Carbonation is the addition of carbonates, or CO2, that's carbon 4 oxide, to a compound to form another new compound. Leaching is the infiltration of water into the soil or into the rocks downwards, like water moves into the soil and rocks through leaching. That's the process by which can lead to another form, which can lead to formation of another new compound. And hydration is the addition of the hydrogen ions or the hydroxyl ions into the parent material. So number 2, we have physical weathering. Physical weathering is a weathering that occurs due to the mechanical means. It takes place, it occurs due to mechanical activities. So that's what we call physical weathering. The mechanical activities can be either temperature changes, the heat which causes temperature changes, and we have ice, water, the different densities of water in the rocks, they're going to cause they're going to cause weathering. And that's what we call physical weathering. Another type of weathering have biological weathering. This involves, biological weathering involves the decay or decomposition of rocks. So it involves the decay of rocks, the decay or decomposition of rocks due to the impact of animals, of plants and animals. So this is what we call biological weathering. Through the plants and animals, they can cause biological weathering. For example, when the roots are germinating, when plants are germinating, the roots penetrate into the soil. When they penetrate into the soil, they cause biological weathering, which is a type of weathering. So these are the main 3 types of weathering. So that's what we wanted to learn today, and we have defined what is weathering, and we've said weathering is the breakdown of rocks and soils into smaller particles. And we've given the 3 types of weathering. Number 1, we have chemical weathering, physical weathering, and biological weathering. So that's all for today. That's what we wanted to study for today, and we're going to learn more in the next class.